Okay. And let's go. Can I have your onion dip? I want some onion dip now. Cheese plate is calling to me. First of all, Almighty commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. It was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling, really, because you don't seem humbled. Troubling, too. I've heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. And you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers. Maybe that's all I have to think of them myself or our paths ever crossed the battlefield, but... when, not if. That day will come, Lise. Can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamegan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons. They're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself. But who knows? Maybe you could be one. At least, father certainly was. Alright then. I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Akon, Lise, it's been a pleasure. I gotta pick one of these, and I don't care. We're gonna take that one. I'm sure there's recipes online about how to make nutritious cat food, but that's what popped up for me when I googled it. Don't look super difficult or super expensive. Not quite as easy as digging your scoop into a bag, but you know. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. In my life, I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here could wait, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies. Apology accepted. And thank you. Now, to business. Commander Kempson trusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort. 1 or 2 minutes most, so we can make it to this wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well. I shall join you in this. General then commands the forces at Castor Morians. Should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great. That's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass heading out of the Reach. I mean, yeah, kibble probably doesn't seem like the most appetizing thing in the world. But also, how often do I basically just buy cereal? Just like eat cold cereal with nothing added to it? And jerky. I like jerky. Who are you and what do you... Oh, are you the... Okay. I think I know what you are. Oh, there's a sightseeing log, unless I'm mistaken. Do you perchance know a woman named Millith? What are the odds? Millith is my niece, lest you wonder. She's told me much and more about you in her letters. But where are my manners? Olga Ironheart, at your service. I'm an explorer like most of the clan. My niece bade me share with you such knowledge that I have accumulated. Here, lend me your log. Long and pros. Let's see now. Definitely there, and there, and there, and there. Yes, that ought to suffice. What's this, and why can't I do it? Explorations have taken me far and wide, but dearest to me heart are the regions of Alamiga, beauteous in their ruggedness, and the lands of the Far East, glorious in their diversity. There are many wondrous sights to be seen in these places, and I've written down the directions to them. Some will prove more difficult to reach than others. Not if you're even half as resourceful as Milla says you are. Confidently you'll find them all. And with that, I shall leave you to resume your adventures. Go forth, my friend, and take in such breathtaking vistas as even my father, the great Roderick Ironheart, could not see in his lifetime. You have updated the site. Yeah, this updates the sightseeing log for the ones in this expansion. What is this, and why can't I do it? Oh, okay. Yeah, gotta be hand or land to do this, so let's go ahead and be land. Or hand. I know words. Well, mid-adventure. My name's Galliana, and I work at the House of Splendors for my Aunt Rowena. Following her successful expansion into Idleshire and the Three City-States, she's decided to bring her operations here to Relger's Reach. Her presence here serves to aid the recovery effort, creating jobs for refugees and stimulating the economy. With your skills, you would be of great help to us. And of course, if you have any collectibles, I'd be happy to take them off your hands in exchange for scripts. With locations realm-wide, it has never been easier to do business with the House of Splendors. What? That actually do anything? Ah well, let's go talk to Minago. Got everything you need? Good. No one has to be off. Okay, we did Mefred's part of the split. Now we are off to do Minago's part of the split, and then we'll reconvene into the MSQ again. And I should probably at least mount up. You know, not intentionally go a lot slower than I have to. Is there a virus wandering around here? Oh, it's right there. Found it. Wow. Okay, what's up, Minago? Quiet. Hear that? That was a Cerulean engine backfiring. Imperials. Ye gods, you have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern sounds that could mean life and death, be they of a predator or a patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single magic armor, wide search pattern, divided into 2 No, 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky. We should split up and try to take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west. Archon's best equipped to deal with that. Attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous in the West Bank after. Any questions? No? Then good luck. Punchy punchy? To the destination. Yeah, I think I'm pretty equipped to deal with it, considering there's no level scaling going on here, and I am drastically over-leveled! But we've been over that several times. That's what happens when you do every single quest. Sup? Looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. These 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. Scrim work, killing men and women like that. But don't doubt that they did the same to you if the roles were reversed. Don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened at the wall. Next. Right. I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol. Cool looking wind sprite. Okay, what now, Monago? Clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. Said the forces of Captain Castor Morian were under the command of Flame General Rabban Aldin, did you not? By Rogger, Bull of Alamigo himself. Never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legends. Okay, how do I get... It's 149 to the south. It's right there. Yeesh. I mean, I guess that's 80 cents a serving, which, like, in the realm of food isn't too bad, but in the realm of cat food is certainly on the expensive side. But yeah, given that, like, the cheapest cat food recipe I was seeing was peas, carrots, rice, chicken, and chicken broth. That's not exactly terribly expensive to make. Especially if you buy the chicken in bulk and the rice in bulk.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General.
Could you say more?
Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
Why did that have to be two separate messages?
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the blood sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
This help.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since.
That's
The
unfortunate.
massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamigan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Reasonable plan.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
Right here, right now.
I'm glad
Oh,
you
wait, they're not
asked.
here.
I have a plan.
Thank God Pippin has a plan. Also, thank God this isn't Pippin of Merry and Pippin, in which I'd be like, oh God, he has a plan. Scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castellum Valladolid, namely, the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Damn it all, more Magitech weapons. It's the last thing we need. Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and one or two support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future deployment. Should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, we will have their rallying cry. I mean, dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire, but you'd have a lot more folk willing to talk, stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone. And you we're going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly. And so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to East End, or Resistance allies will take them from behind. Are we not doing phrasing anymore? Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you? Let's go punch us some Garleans. Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan anon. For our part, we'll be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you're intending to sit this one out. Why would I sit anything out? Ah, quest unlocks. Careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall. That's all about to change. When it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from the look, I see it as a foregone conclusion. My thanks. For Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into Imperial Graveyard. You're damn apt at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. That is a spot on your map, right here. Aye. Patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Archon. We just chill on this table for a minute. Okay. What do you want? Why can't everyone just get along? I just want to make a cake full of sunshine and rainbows, and everyone could have a piece, and they'd all be happy. I've seen such a disagreeable lot. It seems at all hours of the day someone, somewhere, is provoking a fight between soldiers. Not even during meals can we enjoy a moment's peace. Of nothing more than to resolve whatever problem is. Everyone's so ruffled. Not to raise my concerns would likely drag me into their quarreling. Perhaps you could speak with the men. I doubt they would lash out at an adventurer's innocent inquiry. Archon, we are in desperate need of your assistance. We dispatched a small unit on what we believe to be a simple extermination mission when they received an urgent distress call just moments ago. They've been set upon by a giant morble. Send anyone else would likely only complicate matters, but you have a gift for dealing with such monstrosities. I need you to find them and see to their safety. Morble is spotted to the east of here near Pike Falls. They're certain to have fled. Nevertheless, I would ask you to start your search there. Yep. An adventure. Perhaps you can help me? 3 of our prisoners escaped from their cells during the guard change last night. Thankfully, scouts from the Twin Adders have already ascertained their location. They don't seem to have noticed they were being followed. If the fates are kind, we can take them unawares. They are formidable combatants in their own right, however, and it was trouble enough taking them into custody in the first place. More capable of my men are presently out in the field, so I would ask for your assistance. Prisoners were last spotted headed toward a cave along the Velladina River. Let us hurry. Are we still the element of surprise? You think you still have the element of surprise? Okay. Yeah, you're the last thing here beside... No, there's one more hidden in there. Serpent Sergeant Lucine, at your service. I would be. For we're not so terribly busy. I've been tasked with assessing the environmental impact of the Garleans' occupation of Garabanya. There's so much to do. My superiors never thought to assign anyone to assist me. Can you believe it? I fear I will never finish at my present pace. Unless... Do you suppose you have time to gather a few samples for me? 3 from the soil amidst the Magitech wreckage in the East End, and 1 from the Velladina River. No need to rush. There's plenty here to keep me occupied until you return. Can you go do my work for me? Don't rush about it, though. Do I have any complaints? If you tasted the slop they serve us here. Soldiers from the Fanaters were put in charge of the provisions. It's been nothing but fruits and vegetables ever since. This is no way for a man to live. Meat, fish, anything from the monotony to anything to spare us from the monotony of this vegetarian nightmare. I swear if I have to force down one more salad. Archon shaded the immortal flames, just the man I wanted to see. We've misplaced a number of Garlean drones taken from Barrelser's wall, and by misplaced I mean the damn thing sprang to life and stormed out of the base. They need to be dealt with before any civilians come to harm. Being familiar with the Magitech as you are, I can think of no one better to assist us. If you would be willing to help, go and speak with Lieutenant Gnibbenfa. Gnibbenfa? She's overseeing the initiative to terminate the drones. Wouldn't give her a home-cooked meal. Is that? Heavens, no. Put-downers have been nothing short of hospitable since our arrival. I can only imagine the burden they'd bear with so many mouths to feed. Gnibbenfa. Archon Shade. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. The drones were not in our possession for very long, but a cursory inspection showed they are made with a heretofore unknown metal alloy. They're all but impervious to traditional firearms, which is why we commissioned Garland Ironworks to fashion a weapon capable of penetrating their armor. It has since been fitted to a suit of Menschik armor, which I would ask you to pilot. If I'm not mistaken, this should not be the first time you've piloted one of these suits. It should take you no time then to familiarize yourself with the controls. Now, the drones were last sighted due east of here, to the north along the Villadana River. Fear of capturing them is out of the question, so do whatever you deem necessary to stop them. Am I going to be able to do these? Yeah, no. We'll talk to them and remount after we finish up the quests in here. One of those adventurers, right? Always running around offering to help those in need? Good, because I could certainly use some of that right about now. One of our new recruits was supposed to make a short patrol around the comet's tail. He should have been back at least a few bells ago. I want you to come with me to make sure he's alright. Follow me. Yeah, let me just, get right on that. Now you mention it, the men have been rather irritable of late. Doubly so after eating. Not that I can blame them. There's no telling when the Garleans will strike next.